Did Joe say something about that the auditor was very busy with the school,
Even the, it's not on the, Mr. Romero,
Yes, sir.
it's not on the agenda, we got a late status report, I do have one, we share with you.
But,
It's not on the-
yeah, but we don't want a report for us to read. We need to have an open discussion.
Well,
on
I
the-
understand
on the
that, but it's not my fault that we just got
I
it.
understand, but we-
Okay, it's the auditor that's,
Right.
gave us a report, or talked to Mr. Vera,
But Mayor,
stated
There's-
that, they were working on solving, you know, you work for the school, they were doing the audits, so.
what I'm concerned, Mayor, is the level of urgency on this. I don't see that we have urgency on it. There's $1.2 million missing still, or that we don't know what happened. There's reports that are not there, that are not furnished, documents that we cannot find, and yet we don't give it the urgency that it requires.
It's not us,
Yeah.
it's the auditor.
Well, but you control the agenda, sir, and if you have the option
It's
of
the
putting.
auditor,
Yeah.
I don't work with the auditor.
Mayor, last time we talked and we voted on it, you do not allow us to put things on the agenda. You're the only one that's able to do that.
I don't allow you, it's three of you that,
No, yeah,
so we're not gonna go into that, sir, we need to stick with the agenda.
but what we need to do is
The
have,
report is gonna be here,
Right.
you just have to wait.
No,
We can't work magic here.
no, we've been
The
waiting
auditor,
for 3
you might wanna
months.
call the auditor yourself first.
We've been waiting for 3
Call
months.
the auditor, sir,
Yeah.
we need to move on with the
Well,
agenda.
but you need to first put it for us so that we can
I
have
already
a
did,
public
I talked to
discussion.
Joe about it, he's been talking with the
That's-
auditor, if you can
Mr.
understand
Rivera,
that.
do you know anything on it? Do you know anything about
I
it?
know that we would get a report today, sir, and have it on the agenda. So we will
It was
correct,
late to get it on the agenda.
we will correct
There's a
the,
status report already.
we will correct the
But-
minutes to reflect Mr. Ramirez's concern, and make sure that that is reflected in the minutes. And if the minutes are, if you're okay with approving the minutes as corrected, then we can approve the minutes and we can move on to the next item. And
But I guess my question to, are we gonna have it for the next
I
agenda?
can't guarantee that.
Mayor, do you think we should
I'm
have?
not the auditor,
No.
we're pushing the auditor.
No, I understand, but whatever the
You wanna
auditor,
go to his office to set up a meeting?
but whatever the auditor has, can you put it for discussion for the next
We'll
agenda?
have the auditor here.
No, I'm
We'll
asking,
try to have the auditor.
okay, can, then.
Yes.
Okay, so then we can have it for the next agenda.
We can try to get him over here.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why we shouldn't have it.
I don't see it either.
Okay.
Okay, so now, we have to approve item A
And that is with the correction
With the
Mr.
correction.
Ramirez has recommended.
as stated.
Yes.
Mr. Fonseca, second by Mr. Franz, all in favor, say aye. Opposed, motion carries.
Mayor, before we move into the other item, which is the discussion of the energy provider, I don't know, we have some public comments related to that. I'd like to get those public comments heard before the actual action on the item is taken, if there's any.
Is that okay?
Yes, hold on. And yours is, Diane Front?
That's correct.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to, I have 5 minutes to speak, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, 5 minutes to speak. Just for the record, we're going to go ahead and move the public comments so that I think we have a pretty big audience before we go on that item. Go ahead, yes, ma'am, 5 minutes.
My name is Annette Van Brunt with Van Brunt and Associates. I grew up in Mission, and I'm a proud graduate of Mission High School. I've worked in the energy industry since I was 19 years old, having worked for an oil and gas producer, an intra and interstate pipeline, energy trading company, retail energy provider, and an energy online marketplace. But for the last 12 years, I run my own consulting firm, providing energy procurement advice to public sector entities throughout the state. I have managed the electricity procurement of 2 of the largest cities in Texas, Houston and Dallas cities, as well as cities of Irving and Carrollton. I've also managed the procurements of 2 of the largest school districts in the state, Dallas ISD and Houston ISD. I'm also the consultant to Region 1 ESC, for which we've developed an energy procurement cooperative called the Texas Energy Center that includes 25 school districts in the valley, or 25 school districts in general, including Mission, McAllen, MILLON, Edinburgh, PSJA, La Jolla, Laredo, and Hidalgo ISD, as well as the city of Carrollton. So we have cities that are members. I've managed the purchases of over $1 billion in electricity over the past 12 years. Needless to say, I'm extremely familiar with the purchasing procedures for public entities. The purpose of my comments today is to make the council aware of the very serious issues regarding your procurement for electricity. You should have been provided with a packet of emails that demonstrate the history of these issues. Were you, Council? Yes? Yes?
We can.
You can't, sorry, you're right, you can't respond, that's right. Your original RFP, the first item was your original RFP, and there have been two, included a requirement for respondents to sponsor a Borderfest as part of your evaluation criteria. This sort of reciprocity is not an allowed evaluation criteria, and after finally getting through to the city manager, that requirement was removed from the bid specifications. Item 2, lack of responsiveness from your finance director during an open bid, without anyone knowing where she was for 4 business days. She was the only city employee listed in the RFP as a contact for questions, and she was nowhere to be found. No one knew where she was up until the time of the bid opening, and no one provided me with the required information to provide pricing for the bid prior to the original bid deadline. If she was responsible for that bid, she should have been available or trained someone to respond to those questions. Your original RFP included a requirement to pay an outside consultant approximately $16,000 per year. It would now seem that the contract with that vendor was without board approval. It seems that he's now no longer involved with the process. Also, if you're paying a consultant that much, they should be familiar with the bid laws. Item 4, a cancellation of the original RFP without any official action by this council. According to the Attorney General's website, state law provides that the governing body of the city may reject any and all bids. However, there's no provision that would allow the delegation of this decision to city staff. To date, no confirmation of any cancellation has been provided. We've also, item 5, lack of response to 2 open records requests. I sent follow-up emails requesting a status update, and those have also gone unanswered. Number 6, interference with an open bid process by your former finance director, Javier Moron, by his sending an email to one of the vendors that we included in our proposal. Number 7, impersonation of a public official by your former finance director, which is a felony according to Texas Penal Code. A copy of an email has been included in your packet where he grants exclusive brokering authority to a company called Ideal Energy. He uses his former city email address when sending the correspondence. A, while the city isn't responsible for his actions, unless he's acting with your knowledge, how does he still have access to this email account? And B, why does the city not have its own email server and instead relies on AOL? I'm a one-person business and have had my own web hosting service with email hosting for over 12 years. It seems that you should be able to do that too. I can provide you with names of local firms that can assist the city in setting something like that up. Whatever the reason for these issues, I believe that this city council should demand better from its administration, not only for this procurement, but for all procurements in the city. The hardworking citizens and taxpayers of the city of Hidalgo deserve some assurances that the city is spending its dollars wisely. Perhaps the folks in finance should attend training sessions on public procurement processes. Within the last hour, I've learned that the city has recently hired someone else to assist with the procurement of electricity. I'm hopeful that he's able to assist the city in making an informed purchasing decision. The Texas Energy Center has provided an offer to both of your RFPs. We have followed every request throughout this process and have made suggestions. Thank you for your time.
Deberían haber dado 20 minutos.
Okay, we're gonna go back to item number 3, which is a discussion and possible action on the award of the energy provider contract.
Mr. Donnie Herron will present on that. Mayor, he is the consultant that is working on this project for us, and he has a lot of knowledge and experience in the field and has done a lot of work for Hidalgo County, and so we feel like he will be able to present the information that you need.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, and ladies and gentlemen. My name is Donnie Herron, for the record, and I was contacted by Mr. Barrett to act as a qualified entity person to review all the respondents' documents and criteria for this particular RFP that went out recently. My background is in energy efficiency and commercial and industrial buildings. Been in the business for 25 years. I've acted as a consultant, business owner, and have been involved with significant procurement contracts and all the way to the demand side, so I understand the entire range, spectrum of the energy value chains. When I received the documents, I parsed them, I got the RFP, took that document and broke it into several distinct categories that I could